Hey people, deep in this microphone, somewhere out there, welcome to the closet that we're in, and we're hanging.
We're back, we're hanging.
We're discussing stuff. We're getting real.
We are, Jeff always has these weird ideas, these weird concepts, these weird theories.
They're not weird. They're common thoughts for everybody across the planet.
Are they though? Because what you were just talking about, I'm not sure if it's a common thought or not. What were we just talking about right before we started recording?
Well, introverts and extroverts. Remember we took that what Myers-Briggs test?
Introverted and extroverted.
Where they tell you what you are?
Yeah.
Which has programmed us to this day. They've told us what we are, and we have created our entire life around that test.
Some people haven't even ever taken that test.
We took it when we went to college, and God bless you people that didn't take the test, because you're really you right now. You are really you. I left Jeff Runyon. I left that kid his freshman year orientation after he got the printout for that Myers-Briggs. That's where I left him. I can see him now. When his face said, I'm this person.
Okay, so you didn't know you were that person before you took the test. It told me I was an extrovert. We all know that.
How old was I?
I don't.
When I was under 20 and going to college, I didn't know who I was.
Yes, you did. Okay, well, you might not have known who you were, but we're talking just knowing if you're an introvert or an extrovert. You did not know that, but I've known that since I can remember. I've always known that. I've always known I was an extrovert.
So extrovert is just bubbly.
No, it's outgoing, can talk to anybody. You're extroverted. You go, I literally can talk to anybody.
Literally.
Nobody, I seriously can go up to anybody and talk to them.
You can, I believe this. I've seen it.
But I've always known that as a child. I would wander off into Sears and just go talk to people, and I'd get lost and they'd have to call me over the intercom.
Speaking of that.
Sears?
No, wandering off and talking to people.
Oh.
We were talking today at work, and I completely ruined a moment for someone because of my humor.
Jeffrey, what'd you do?
Well, we'll get back to the introvert stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Was it an inappropriate humor as usual with you?
It depends. It depends on, I could not help it.
Well, tell us what you did.
So we're in the office. We're talking, and it got nice. It got nice, and we're talking about one of the people that I work with is just started being on this, not board, but vice president of the group for kids. Her daughter's in it, and it's what it is it's a new thing, and it's not Girl Scouts, it's not Brownie Scouts or Brownie Cookers or whatever they are, but these girls, which I think it's a really good idea. It's for younger girls and it's what is it called? I don't even know if I can say it if I knew what it was called. Anyway, these girls are together as a group every week.
We're waiting for what it is. You're beating around the bush.
To get to know each other.
Okay.
This is going to be a longer story than needs to be. But I think this is good. If there's people out there that have young daughters, it's good because maybe they'll not just look at their phones and they'll get to know people.
We're still waiting to know what this group is.
Well, the group is a group that gets together, and it's girls, and they learn they meet each other. They learn how to not have social anxiety, how to get along with people, and how to build relationships, how to be social, and how to get to know people. They're young girls. They're going to be going into middle school, which is probably good.
We don't need this bull crap stuff.
So these girls
silly.
are going to, but then they run a 5K. So they're training for a 5K. Anyway, then someone chimed in and said, "What the girls?" Because I said my kids don't listen to me. I give them great advice. I give them great thoughts. I tell them, hey, with the boys, don't listen to them. Make them show you.
Right.
You
do give good advice.
Make people show you what they mean. Don't buy their crap they're telling you.
Right.
I'm not saying they don't genuinely want to mean it, but make their actions speak for them, which puts me in the hot seat because then my actions have to be shown.
Exactly.
But that's okay because you can take the failure with the gains.
Yeah.
And so someone stepped in and she gave a very heartfelt story, and she said, people just don't mentor that aren't a parent anymore like they used to. She said, we need more of that. And she started to tell a story of this older guy that's retired that would every day stand and wave at the bus with the kids every day, and he'd teach them lessons, and he'd give them she said a fist touch, so which is a pound.
Right.
And would say stuff to him like, don't look down on people, and then they would shout back unless you're helping them up. You know, teach. That's what everybody was doing. And after she said that, I said, can I ask a question? And it was really quiet. It was really serious, because I think she's almost teary-eyed because she was thinking about this old dude that's really trying to influence children. She said, I said, can I ask a question? And she said, yeah. And I said, is this dude in prison? She's like, no. And I said, so you're telling me it's a creepy dude standing around bus stops waving at kids?
Jeffrey.
Get the kid. Get him. Get away. I see that dude. I'm like, what are you doing around bus stops, dude?
Really?
This is creepy. Do you not have something better to do than to come down and be waving around at kids? What are you doing? Are you a predator?
Jeffrey.
What's going on here?
You're a skeptic.
So was that inappropriate?
A little bit.
Yeah, it kind of, everybody scattered, so I think I ruined the moment.
Oh my God.
But I got a few laughs.
I bet you did.
I got a few laughs.
You got some courtesy laughs.
If there's anybody out there that doesn't cross your mind when you think of a dude that stands around the bus stop and waves at kids and teaches them lessons,
I think that it's a man.
If it doesn't enter your mind that this could be creepy,
I guess it could be creepy,
or there could be other intentions.
There could be, but
then I'm sorry if nobody else that came to their mind. Maybe I just am always trying to think of jokes.
Maybe, but
really inappropriate
that's
jokes.
That's something that my grandfather would have done. You know what I mean?
I know your grandfather. He's an unbelievably sweet,
and that guy,
beautiful man
did that too.
That I love.
Was the same way.
Okay, well, at that moment today, I had an opportunity to try to make people laugh.
Okay.
And I tried to do that, and I did.
So let's go back to
from like half the crowd. It's a success. Let's go back to the introverts. Say.
Oh well, let's go back to the introverts and for a moment, because can we back up to that test first of all? You're joking, right?
You can back it up anytime you want.
I know I could. I don't think that people take that test and determine that's what they are. I think they're always like that. A. B. Before we started this podcast, you said there is no such thing. There is no such thing as an introvert. There it is, assholes.
That's what
you said. I'm quoting
I think I said dicks.
Oh, I much prefer the other word.
Assholes, dicks. Okay, listen. Here's my thing. You're in your car. You're walking down the street. Mm-hmm. You wave at somebody. They don't wave back. You say, oh, maybe they're an introvert. That's just a freaking excuse.
No, maybe
I don't care if you can't wave. Does that give...
Some people...
I'm in a car and I smile and wave at you and it gives you social anxiety. What do I do?
Maybe.
Do I give them the Spock sign? Do I give them the peace sign? Do I wave?
No.
Do I crap my pants?
You're making fun of people who have social anxiety.
How is that social? It's me and one dude on the corner.
Because it's social. That makes it social. Something is social when it's between two people. That's what makes it social, or else you're talking to yourself.
I think it's really, really awkward when somebody doesn't wave at somebody that waves at them.
I think it's awkward too. But I also think that it could be that they're A, being a jerk, or B, maybe they just panic about
Panic?
People panic over weird things. I'm petrified of the dark. The electricity went off in the gym today. I thought I was going to have an anxiety attack.
Because electricity went off?
Yes.
God bless you, baby.
Okay, so the same thing. Like, people might just not, or maybe he was looking down. Maybe he didn't see you. Maybe he's thinking about something else. Maybe he's dealing with stuff in his life.
It's hypothetical. He really didn't see me at all because it really didn't happen.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Why can't he panic like I panic and give a gay wave, like a weird wave, and be like...
Oh, you're stereotyping.
Well, I mean, like, just like a finger twirl, like a... Sorry, I don't mean it like in a bad gay way. There is no bad gay way. There is no... Whatever, man. Everybody knows what I mean.
You're making it so much worse. Just stop.
So I wave Like I get awkward. Like if I get surprised, I don't be like I'm not like a prick and ignore the person. I like wave weird. I wave queer. Is queer okay?
No.
I thought that was taken out of the like whole like stereotypical thing.
Maybe you should walk out of the closet and let me finish this podcast alone.
That goes along with the gay and queer walking out of the closet.
Jeffrey, I am so
sorry.
See, no, this is what he does. Inappropriate jokes.
It's not inappropriate. I mean, I'm not even going to say that because that's so weird to say.
Okay, let's just digress.
I have gay friends. Like they know I'm not being like gayshal.
I don't even know what to do
racial?
Right now. You guys, I don't know what to do.
It's a new thing I've started.
This is what I deal with Runyon.
Oh, man, I've been unfiltered for about 35 seconds or a minute.
I swear.
Oh, hold it together for so many podcasts. I think like 28.
No, you've been inappropriate quite a few times. Just to go back. There is such a thing as an introvert. Just because you're an extrovert and you're not like that doesn't mean that there's not people like that.
Okay, well, you know what I think we should do? Because there's days I feel introverted and I don't feel like talking to anybody and I don't want to talk.
But that's not your norm.
I don't care. There's people that can go like in and out and they can have like a shift of their gender within like a day or two. Can I just shift in and out of my like introvert extrovert?
It's just called not being yourself then. I am a total extrovert, but there are days where I don't want to talk to anybody. That's just like I don't feel like myself today. I feel off. I'm like in a funk.
Really? You seem to... do we need to talk?
No, not now. I'm talking about like hypothetically.
Oh, okay, cool. We're good then?
Yeah, because it's just like when you say like, what's wrong? You're not yourself. That means I'm not outgoing. I'm not... I'm not
like, whatever. Yes, I am. And I'm like, yeah, you are. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying. Jeffrey, why are you being difficult? You know there is such a thing as an introvert. You're just trying to play devil's advocate right now. You know what I'm saying?
Is there really a thing that's a devil's advocate, though?
Oh, my gosh. Yes, that's what you're doing.
I know. I'm playing about that one.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, I think you're dead wrong. I think that there definitely are people who are introverted, and I bet there's people listening that are.
You know what?
Like, he's being an idiot right now.
When I think of certain people, I know there's introverts, and I love them just as much.
Well, of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
But those introverts say hi to me when I say hi to them, and I wave at them.
Yeah, I'm not saying all introverts don't say hi. That's not what I'm saying. But just that there's extreme cases of
introversion.
Disorder. No, introvert's not a disorder. That's not what I mean. But there's still that's not what I mean. There is people who are extroverts who are extremely, extreme extroverts.
Yes, flamboyant.
Yes, just whoa. Like, you can take those people, almost in small doses.
Mm-hmm. I met them.
And there's people who are normally extroverted, and then there's people who might just be on the cusp.
The cusp.
You know what I mean? He's kind of outgoing, but
he's kind of extra.
And I think the extreme of an introvert would just be maybe somebody who does go over into that doesn't deal well with people side. You know? That's just my theory.
Yeah, there's people that aren't good at dealing with people.
I am not a psychologist, so I don't really know. That's just what I think.
You think that's a psychological thing?
No, I don't think an introvert... Well, I mean, I guess it is to an extent. It's part of your psyche, so yeah.
We need to find a psychologist to bring on the show.
I don't think it's... Yeah, we do.
It just turned into a counseling session for us.
I don't think it's a disorder, though. I don't think it's a disorder. That's not what I meant. I just meant it's either you're introverted or extroverted. Type A personality, type B personality. You know what I mean?
I think people that are extroverted are more proud of it than people that are introverted. I don't think people that are introverted are proud of being introverted.
Why?
I don't know why. That's just my take.
That's just because you're not an introvert, so you don't know how they feel.
So now we're on teams, like Team Extrovert?
Yes.
I'm on Team Extrovert.
Well, I think you're one or the other, so yeah, therefore you're team.
So introverts have certain skill sets, and extroverts have certain skill sets.
From
introverts are definitely smarter, right?
No.
They're
Absolutely not.
They seem to me like they'd be scientists and math wizards.
No.
And people that can fix the world's problems.
I don't agree with that.
No.
I don't think that has anything to do with it. But I could be wrong.
I just love having two things we can talk about that aren't really, it's really not going to offend anybody.
I hope not.
Introverts and extroverts, I mean, how can you be offended? Because you aren't really, you've got to label yourself that. And if you didn't take the Myers-Briggs test like that, like I did, then you really don't know.
Oh my gosh.
But I know. Because I took the test. I don't know if I saved it or not. You know what else sucks is taking those personality tests when you got to get a job.
Yeah, because you can't tell your true personality when you're getting ready to get a job.
And they're like, hey, take this. And there's a bunch of math on it.
Right.
And they're like, good Lord, I got to do math? And I did really well in the last one.
Well, that's good, Jeffrey.
I got the job, yo.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's introverted and extroverted, which we...
To all those out there that I offended with my introverted... Or, no, it really wasn't about introverts where I probably got offensive. I don't think I got offensive. I think I was just talking.
I think you were too. It's all good. Don't worry.
I'm not too worried right now.
But people do get offended pretty easily.
We live in a very soft society right now. Really, really, really soft society.
I mean, I feel scared to even talk sometimes because people take things way out of context, context, or just get so easily offended. You have to be like politically correct all the time. It's insane. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I'm not down with the PC.
Sure. Well, I mean, I am. You have to be politically correct to an extent.
No, I am in professional environments.
But man, people are so touchy.
Yeah, and I don't like people not being themselves. Like to jump on bandwagons.
Right.
Or to jump on topics. Like, that's why I stay out of the political world.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Because I hate all of it.
Me
Like, I don't
too.
like you on either side.
Right.
Like, I mean, I don't... They're all... I don't know, man. I'm going to get political about politics.
Because I hate it. Especially when people put it on Instagram.
You don't put politics or religion on Facebook or Instagram.
No.
But people want to fight, so that's why they put it on there.
Right.
They're bored. They want to get in a discussion. They want to get in a fight. And they usually do.
Right.
Because people are really opinionated.
And then it gets ugly.
It gets ugly and you have some regrets.
Then the inevitable happens. What we all fear.
What do we all fear?
Get blocked.
You get blocked?
Ew, who wants to get blocked on social media? You've done something, man.
Yeah, you get blocked on social media. You have done something.
I'm sure.
And it's usually I would say extroverts get blocked more than introverts.
Probably. I don't know, though.
I don't know, man. They hide behind that social media, right?
Well, you get those introverts. It's like they'll take it and then maybe they just blow up.
You know why? Because they get waved at, they get smiled at all day, and they get home and they feel so bad about themselves because they regret not taking that opportunity to give joy back to somebody by smiling and saying, hey, nice to see you today too. And then they get home and they're sitting up at 9:30 or 10 o'clock and they're like, you know what, I think I'm going to start a philosophical discussion about, I don't know, something philosophical. And then they're going to piss somebody off, or they're going to say, Donald Trump has 4 ears. He's hiding 2 of them. You know, something crazy, and somebody's going to be like, he doesn't have 4 ears, and it's just going to get out of control. And then they're going to bring Obama into it, and then Oprah's going to show up to the party.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's just going to go crazy from there.
Well, didn't we talk about that the other day? About you... Like, you could say things on Facebook that you might not say to this person face to face.
No, we did not. We talked about you text things.
No, but it could be this. No, but that's what I'm saying. We talked about you text things, but it's the same thing. It's easy to put things on Facebook.
It's true. I see what you're saying, because you can't, like, read somebody, which creates a lot of regret. That's why you got to don't drink and text. Don't drink and post.
But it also, you're more brave when you're behind the screen. So you could put something on Facebook or say something to somebody on Facebook that you might not say to them in person, is what I'm saying.
That's true. That's very, very true.
So it'd be easier to go off on somebody about something when they're on Facebook, when you're sitting on your couch and they're on their couch and you're not going to see them for a while, versus if
No, I think there's probably these ugly, nasty fights back and forth between people on Facebook, and then they see each other out, and they're like, hey, man, what's up? Hey, good to see you. Shake hands. You know what I mean? Because that's not how it goes.
I don't know.
How it really is.
Men might do that, but...
Women claw each other's eyes out. Vicious. No, women are coy. Man, women are...
What did you just say? Did you say coy?
Coy?
Is that what you just said?
Coy?
Did you?
Probably.
Jeffrey.
Is that bad?
You're offending all sorts of people tonight.
Wait, is coy a bad word?
It's not positive.
What's it mean?
Well, then why did you say it if you don't know what it means?
I'm just saying if a woman is angry, why is that bad?
I don't
Just like if a dude's angry, he's a jerk.
But I mean, how do you even spell
Okay,
it?
look, I shouldn't say words I don't know what they mean. I just think that, to me, that means sneaky. Like they're not going to be like ugly to another woman's face. They're gonna keep it together.
I don't know.
They have a little more control than us dudes. Us dudes don't have a lot of control.
I don't know. I don't know that that's true. I don't think women keep it together. I think we go crazy.
Crazy?
Crazy sometimes.
Sometimes.
You get the right woman, man. But I don't think it's a gender thing. I think everybody does that.
I do too.
That's just what I think.
You got to keep your emotions in check, which is difficult to do sometimes when you're an extrovert.
Absolutely.
Know what I'm saying?
Shoot. I wear my
your purse on your sleeve.
Oh my gosh.
Really good, Ange.
Jeff, that's not what I was getting ready to say. I was going to say I wear my personality on my sleeve, but that's not what I meant. What I meant is I wear my feelings and my emotions on my sleeve. Like you'll know pretty much.
Oh, I know.
Not all the time.
I know.
Not really. When I'm working, you won't know.
True.
Because of the job that
You're
I have.
You're professional.
Well,
you're professional.
When I worked in the legal field and in offices, you would know because Angie would come in, sling her purse down, shut the door, sometimes slam it. I didn't have to be that way.
Just for everybody out there, it's 1% of the time she's a very lovely lady. Well, you are. I mean, you would, if I fell off a cliff tomorrow, you'd have you're very nice to live with.
Well, thank you.
So you would have men lined up. One, because you're extremely hot for your age. You're like, yeah, you're probably 15 years.
You're making me uncomfortable right now. I'm trying to tell a story, and now you've made me forget it. What it was? What was I saying?
Sorry for the compliments.
Saying that I'm a beautiful for my age is kind of a backhanded compliment.
Well, I said you're hot for. You're taking it out of context.
Hot. Okay, sorry. You said I'm hot. You're hot for your age. I think that's the tone you said.
No. You're reading it wrong.
Runyon, I heard what I heard.
You're hot no matter what age, but I'm saying if you were on the market...
Which I may be after this podcast.
I'm being really careful now because I was talking freely before, which in this relationship, that's another reason she would not have a problem finding a man because you can just be yourself around her, which I think that's very rare for men. To be able to be themselves. You're
backpedaling and trying to make it better. It's fine. I know what you meant. I'm not offended. It's not a big deal. But
you're very hot. You're just forget it.
Okay, but I remember what I was saying. Wearing my emotions and my feelings on my sleeve, I can't always be myself where I work now. I was saying I could before. You would know exactly how I felt. There's no hiding it. Oh, Angie's in a bad mood today.
You're a chameleon.
But where I work now, it's I could be having the worst day ever, and sometimes I am having a bad day, and I'm just extremely tired, and I'm very emotional, or maybe you and I are having a fight, or maybe I'm fighting with the kids. But the minute I open that gym door, I have to be like, hey, how you doing? Because I have to be that way. And
Welcome
I do feel that way.
Sales.
No, I love those people there, and I do feel a lot better a lot of times when I walk in, But sometimes, I'm not saying I'm faking it, but I'm just saying I don't really feel like being chipper right now, but I have to. So I don't always wear my emotions on my sleeve. Sometimes I do have to hide it a little bit. That's all I was trying to say. And then we got into all these weird.
So you can actually empathize with introverts. That's what you're saying.
Yes, actually, yeah. Because sometimes I do want to be. Sometimes you do want to be an introvert.
Introverts are going to be so angry.
Why?
When they hear this, they're going to be like, man, they're painting us as these miserable people.
No, I don't think. I think we have children that some are introverts and some are extroverts. Maddie's more of an introvert. Our children? Yeah, Maddie's an introvert.
Not deep down inside.
She is more introverted. Yes, she is, and she'll be the first to tell you that.
Bless her.
That doesn't mean you're not friendly or you're not good with people.
She's not friendly, so she might be. Yeah.
No, that's not what I mean. I just mean she keeps to herself more. She's not like we're Brooke. She's like me. She walks in there and she's like, "What's up?" You know what I mean? She like it's just we're boisterous. We're extroverted. I was telling that
somebody to people today. I was saying Brooke's more, and I think it's more because she exercises it. She goes to the gym with you. She talks to people. She doesn't just sit in a corner in her phone all the time. She actually gets to know people. She likes to smile and say hi. And my name's Brooke. And she asks questions.
Okay,
and
but versus Maddie, where she can't even call in a pizza order over the telephone to order a pizza. She has so much anxiety about it. She can't even pick up the phone and call Domino's and order a pizza. Brooke has to.
You know what though? That's just stupid.
No, it's not. That's not stupid. It's an issue that she deals with. Why would you say it was stupid?
Because it is stupid.
She's going to hear that, and that's not nice. You're not being nice,
Maddie.
Tonight.
If you can hear me now,
she's not going to listen.
I believe in you.
She's not.
You can call the pizza guy. They're going to deliver your pizza.
She doesn't like to order like at the drive-thru. She doesn't like to go up and ask people stuff. Where, like, yesterday, I told Brooke she needed a book from Books A Million. I said, call up there first and see if they have the book and put it on hold. Brooke's like, okay, looks up the number, calls them, asks for the book, puts it on hold. Maddie would have been like, just forget it. No, I'm not going to, I'm not going to.
Because she's a millennial. It's the millennial thing.
No, it's not.
They don't want to do anything. Well, they want to just be able to, like, they want to get online and buy stuff. They want to be able to just to order stuff online. They don't want to have to, like, communicate with people.
Yes, I get that, but not all of them are like that. I know plenty of millennials that are not like that, so I don't think it's that.
You know what? They're not real millennials.
Oh, here we go with your theories.
Which we can have another conversation about millennials and real millennials at some point. But this one, let's not let the millennials take over the Introvert Extrovert podcast, because this is about introverts and extroverts.
All right, but I'm just saying, I think we have kids that are, Nate's a little more introverted. He's kind of like Maddie until you get to know him.
You wait, he's going to come out of his shell.
And Kaylee's I think Brooke's the most extroverted one, child.
She is, for sure. She's a lot like you.
But they're all friendly. I'm not saying any of them are friendly, but
they're all beautiful children. They're wonderful.
Obviously.
They're very sweet.
I just think that she's more of an introvert and Brooke's more of an extrovert. And Nate's still coming up, and Kaylee's definitely kind of introverted. But anyway.
They're awesome.
There we go. There's the rundown. But Jeff and I, we equal each other out, I think, because we're both extroverted and we're the same, but enough different to, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of nice when we go out in like social situations, though, because, it would be really horrible if your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, had totally the opposite personality that you have.
Oh,
meaning,
my gosh, that'd be miserable.
They're not comfortable in situations like if I go to a work event with you.
I love taking you to work events because it's like you disappear and you know everybody in the room by the end of the night on your own.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't have to stress about, oh my gosh, is she okay?
So could you imagine? Yes.
It's like, where'd she go? Oh, she's over there talking to all those people and they're having a blast, like it's such a nice thing for a business.
I feel like
business-wise.
I feel like it would be so hard to have a spouse that wasn't, necessarily like that, because you feel like you have not babysit him, but like have to drag him around everywhere and be sure you introduce him to everybody.
And they want to go because I know people that had the introverted spouse that they take, and it's like they're offended if they don't get taken to the event.
Yeah.
But then when they're taken, they have to be like physically introduced to everybody.
Yeah.
They've got to be drugged through the conversations. So what it does is it takes away from, like, if you're the one bringing me in, I'm going to be like, cool.
Right.
See ya. You can disappear. You don't have to think, I wonder if Jeff's okay.
Right.
I wonder if he's going to be trapped somewhere and he feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Or what. No. I'm going to make friends. I'm going to play nice. I'm going to offend some people probably with some jokes.
Oh, gosh. That's the thing.
Or some conversation, especially if there's cocktails. But usually it works out okay. Usually there's, it's cool.
I do. When we used to go to work events, I used to have to do like a pep talk with my coworkers and say, you know, Jeff's coming and I just want to apologize in advance for what might come out of his mouth. But, you know, but I would rather be like that than be like, I'm sorry, he's probably not going to talk too much and it's going to be really awkward and like.
But I love people. So even if I offend them, usually they're okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't offend them like directly. Like I'm not like you.
Oh, no.
It's usually like I'm having fun. I'm being, you know, we're having a good time. And like 2 weeks later, they're like, yeah, Jeff said this about this and it was a little weird or whatever, you know. And I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, you know, but.
Right.
Let's talk about that for a minute because really it makes sense, you know, just like a lot of the weird things I say. Well, I have a story behind it, and I want you to understand why I'm saying it.
Right.
Right? That's my problem.
It's not a problem. It's definitely not a problem. I'm just saying. It's sometimes inappropriate.
It can be.
But that's okay. That's you, and that's who you are.
Thank you.
Is that who that test said you are?
And you love me for who I am.
I do. Did that test say you are an inappropriate extrovert? No, you've always been an inappropriate extrovert. No,
but
you always have been that way. So you're wrong about the test. Just to go back. Anyway,
I was kind of just being facetious about that.
I knew you
because I know who Jeff is.
I know,
and I've always known. Well, not really. There's times when I haven't really known.
Sometimes we don't know who we are. It's no big deal.
Sometimes I don't know who I am. But I've never wanted to like go find myself either. So I guess I do know myself. The people that are like, I got to find myself.
And some people do.
Let's not get into that tonight.
Okay, let's not. We'll save that one because you have a look in your eye that you might have an opinion on that. So why don't you jot that down on our list?
Yeah, and find yourself.
We will shut this one down. Us
I
extroverts.
say we're going to shut this one down, and we have extroverted this one to the max.
Yes, we have. So
introverts, we love you. You're our equal. And we would love to have you on the podcast. If we could have an introvert that has been diagnosed as an introvert by a professional.
Babe. It's not a diagnosis.
Well, I'm not going to have somebody that just on the show that just says, hey, I'm an introvert. I need to know.
They're not going to come on a show if they're introvert. Duh. That's the whole point.
Look, if you're an introvert out there and you're wanting to get on and like talk to a couple hundred followers because you're introverted and you don't have any social media, you can come on our podcast. But seriously, we're going to need it in writing that you're an introvert from a professional.
Jeff, I'm sorry. Again, I'm done.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and end this now.
All right.
My offer still stands, introverts. And good night to everybody out there, and sweet dreams and light speed.
Bye.